Camp Newman Shabbat.
I,
And there's Dan Nichols.
his room,
That's 3:00 tomorrow.
half of it was.
3 o'clock for family sing along, 6 o'clock for port wine and chocolate. Another Parkinson event. Oh, of course.
And I. And so there are animals on all the walls. I have a little bunny on a swing in the tree. Every wall, over
Okay, that's working.
there are animals there, there's corner animals over the
We did a
wall.
rock
That
Decoration
yeah,
for
that-
the sukkah.
is still there. It had not been repainted.
Oh, shoot, what happened?
Now they're back in the decision.
Next year.
It's like I can do this thing.
For the balcony.
The best way we did, and then.
Oh,
when we
good, we're
moved
still looking into.
the other room, as I got older, now look at this playground. I made a road on one of the walls, and then.
No, that's Santa Cruz. That's Santa Cruz, but I'm trying to get this. There we go.
I can't do that now. Oh,
There we go.
oh, my kids have, roses and green vines.
Okay.
Yeah, like, do they picture? No, we have to.
Oh,
No, we just can't agree on.
Mom and Dad, good.
Yep. Yep. Okay, can you still hear us on Zoom?
Yeah, no, I have my.
Okay, thank you.
And then
I think we're still gonna give it another couple minutes.
I need to get my dad's picture. Oh, I took it to the- everything that- yeah, the-
Oh.
I got one put down. For a while.
Every year.
Yeah, there is.
And then have about
In my
birthday, you know,
myself
in my garage.
busy and
And I
my
don't. want to put up
what little bit of
with
creativity I have left still working. I made
So,
6-pointed stars out of
one of them area.
toilet
This
paper
big.
and paper towels.
That's.
Okay,
I'll bring one to
really nice.
okay.
because I could make a bunch of those.
Yeah, I should get rid of them.
To
Right.
hang in the suit.
Okay.
Out there.
I'm not sure what theme we're gonna go for next. And, I often have a specific theme in mind.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So-
these are just about that big around. They're 6-pointed stars.
Well, and you can decide what to do with
We'll
that.
bring them in
Yeah.
Yeah.
this year.
No,
I can't promise for, I don't know what.
It doesn't matter if there can be a use, great, if not what you had in mind, or just if it's what you want, that is fine. It's not. Not a big deal.
That's it. Like great grandparents, like Dan loves.
Keep talking, I'm not ready. We do it, what do you think? Yeah, yeah, oh, yes. You're a chair for this stuff. You're important. Your religious practices chair. You can say yes. Okay.
Change the time.
And I've changed from my normal starting song because this one is very specific. It's a great Shabbat song. But it has in there Ufros Alenu Sukkot Shlomecha, spread over us your sukkah, your shelter of peace. Shalom. Salim. Su. Shalom. Everyone on Zoom says they can't hear me. Can you hear me? No, you can't hear me? Your voice is oh, I can fix that.
I turned it on.
Wait a minute, I can do this. I gotta figure just a minute. No, it's a funky audio setting. Hang on. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Give me a second. It's the thing for oh, things are in different places. Hang on. Wait. Stop share. Okay, now it'll work. Give me a second. Oh, come on. What the heck? I'm not used to doing it this way. Where did everything go? Oh, sorry. Really did not intend to have those pictures going up here.
I know those people.
Yeah, okay. I'm working on it. Yeah, I know you can see me. I'm trying to get the sharing back on. Just a minute. There we go. Much better. That's a piece, but you all can't see me yet. Hang on. Escape. Technology is awesome. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? And it's not cutting out, and the screen sharing is up and you see a slide. Oh, but I have to hit something else. Okay.
Not too bad.
Huh? That shouldn't matter. Well, I mean, Sukkot in and of itself is kind of a reminder of things aren't always the way you want them to be. I mean, we're pretty blessed. I mean, imagine other parts of the country where they do Sukkot and it's cold And I mean, some people like to sleep in their sukkah. It's a traditional thing to do, and they have to really hunker in. Judith, were you the one who saying that you like went to sleep outside and in the morning you were the only one left?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's
I
up with
wake up
that?
alone.
Right, and that was in Fresno, yes? Right? So, yeah, and you'd wake up alone. That's the classic backyard camping for a lot of people. We all start outside and then the parents end up inside, yeah.
It
Yeah.
has actually snowed in October in Pennsylvania.
And that's why we live in California. Right. Yeah, yeah, no, it gets cold. Okay, we need to shake some lulav before we light candles, because that's a traditional thing to do. Meaning that you're not supposed to shake the lulav during Shabbat. And I'm guessing, I haven't checked the exact nature of this one.
I was looking at that picture.
Yeah. But normally the issue is not like shaking the lulav. The issue is not blowing the shofar. The issue is carrying it to shul, carrying it to the temple during Shabbat. I can guarantee that this has not gone anywhere. It's been here the whole time. It goes in the kitchen. It goes in a glass of water, which has not done real well for it. But yeah, we're getting to the end, so that's not bad. First blessing is just for hanging out in the sukkah. Le'shev basukkah. It's just like the candlelighting blessing, but the last two words, le'shev basukkah, to dwell in the sukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'shev basukkah. And the next one is for shaking the lulav itself, or lifting up the lulav. Al netilat lulav, same formula. Let's see, I think they can see me now. So, the way I learned this is, let's see if I get this right. You're supposed to turn the etrog this way when you do the blessing, and you're actually supposed to hold all of them together, and then when I shake it, I turn it up this way. This is the classic etrog, and if this little very fragile piece on the edge is broken off, it's considered not kosher anymore. Some of the people here in the valley grow the type that don't have the pitom, but some people consider those kosher, some people don't. It's a lulav. Known in English as a citron, where we get citronella.
Oh.
So God doesn't like mosquitoes either.
Right, there we go. Okay, so the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. So we're going to go north, south, east, west, up, and back. We did it. Okay. I've been in Jerusalem when people were buying these things, and they use like jeweler's loops to get the finest specimens they can, and they'll spend thousands of dollars on it. What is disturbing to some of us is that they will do that when they don't work for a living. I mean, for them, Talmud study is work. Okay. All right, now I think we're ready for oh, no, we'll sing another song and then we'll do candles. This was a few years ago when Julie Silver hung out with us in the sukkah. This year we have Dan. Julie's not performing quite as much anymore these days, but oh my God, if you have not listened to Julie Silver, find her on YouTube. Amazing voice. it's time for the candles. Okay. They're hidden in here. So I'm going to go ahead and light, and we will all sing together. Let's see how I can do this. The things you find you need for Sukkot.
That's awesome. I like that. Kind of makes it special. Oh.
Okay. We join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And we have some fruit of the vine. Featuring our port wine and chocolate event a few years ago. Subtle pitch for tomorrow night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzvanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. When I set out next to this, some of the preserves that we've done as an additional commercial. Tomorrow, Sunday, when the Sunday school has like their soup competition, we will also have the preserves that some of us have been making, canned stuff. Rabbi Laura and I have been making it. Martha has made a bunch. Renee made some, and we may have some others coming in, which is really just a fun fundraiser. And we're hoping, here we are in the midst of amazing agriculture. And I don't know about you all, we go and buy a flat from Masamoto Farms, and there's no way we can eat all of it. So we can it. Huh?
I don't know that one.
Masamoto?
Yeah.
So,
I know that one.
huh? Yeah, Masamoto is really a legend here. I think he was personally interred during World War II. One of the Japanese farmers. And so most of, if you get your stone fruit from a supermarket, it tastes, I don't know, on a level of 1 to 10, 3, 4, 5, it's grown for getting to the market. If you have a Masamoto peach, it's turned up to 11. The flavor is just unbelievable, and we can't even eat it all, so we can it. We make salsa, we make jam, and yeah, there's amazing produce here.
I'll have to get that address from you.
It's way the heck out there, and you buy it a flat at a time.
You have to buy a flat.
You buy a flat, and then some of us will go in together with others. I mean, we just end up buying flats, and then, or a couple, and then canning it. But you do it ahead of time, and you drive out there, and they've got, so you do it online, and then when they're doing it, and we just drive up, open the car, and they put it in, and we drive out, and it's really cool. And it's local, it's amazing. I mean, I think, he's not as famous as Soroyan, but he's pretty much he's Fresno fame. He's written some books.
Epitaph for a Peach is the one that
Epitaph for a Peach.
He also
Yeah.
had a whole Philharmonic about his life.
Oh right, yes, they did a musical performance commissioned about him and his life.
He's a mensch.
He is a mensch. He absolutely is. Yes. Yeah. There are a lot of good people, and really, I mean, if we can't take advantage of the produce here locally, and all the more so during a harvest festival, I love it. So another pitch for tomorrow night's activity. You know, when I first started doing Sukkot, so little history. Martha was with me up at in Pleasanton, and there was a man in the congregation who's he's really a Renaissance man. I love his waxed mustache, and he grows bonsai and orchids, and he solved problems at the Lawrence Livermore lab. He wasn't a scientist, but when the scientists were trying to figure out how to make something work, he would be like, well, what if you did this? Oh, okay, that would work. And he was the one who procured the plans for this sukkah. I brought the plans with me from here. It was a Parky thing. And Parky, longtime member of the congregation there, far predated me, not Jewish. His wife is Jewish, and he was, but he said on the weekends, he volunteered to pour wine at the local wineries, and Livermore is surrounded by a lot of great wineries. And he enjoyed port. He knew I liked port. And he said, Rabbi, what do you think about doing an evening of port wine and chocolate in the sukkah? I'm like, oh, dude. I mean, aside from the fact that it just sounds cool, remember that the mitzvah about Sukkot is to eat in the sukkah. So if we're eating something in the sukkah, that's major mitzvah points. And then wine and port counts as wine. Whiskey doesn't count. Whiskey doesn't have the blessing that we just did, Borei Pri Hagafen. That's only for wine. So you have this special, unique blessing for wine, of which port counts. And so to lift up local produce, which we did there and we do here, and do it for this 3,000-year-old harvest festival. So I was picking up port at Ficklin this week, and unfortunately the new shipment is always 2 weeks after Sukkot. So it'll sit there waiting for me next year around this time. I'll go pick it up, and they said, you know, you could have gotten last October's, but I forgot, and you know, so I don't. Anyway, so I go pick it up, and I've talked to them. They get some turnover in who's working there, but I say, yeah, you know, I've got this event. It's a harvest festival. We've been doing it for 3,000 years. How many people are taking part in rituals and festivals that are 3,000 years old? It's just really cool. And we're doing it where the produce is. Ficklin is one of the best port makers in the country, and it's one exit up the road here. It's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I get a little excited about this stuff, but you know, it's perfect for who we are and what we're doing. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, there we go. Another ancient one. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba be'alma divrach yirutev yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'payetecho beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kari v'meru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach leolam lo me'amaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalam shemei dekudesha brihu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma v'imeru. Amen. I don't know what happened there. Wrong way. Sorry. Unto your children, speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down and when you rise. Find for a sign upon your head, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise. Ah, it's blue. This leads into Ge'ulah, the prayer of redemption, and it's certainly been on our minds, redemption, and we will include the prayer for redemption of hostages, of those kept. This looks back to captivity in Egypt and looks forward to eventual redemption using the splitting of the sea as a model for God. You did it before for us, will you do it again? And here we are at the edge of the sea. Will it part? I've here in Fresno, there not a lot of official Jewish representatives, so I get calls from media, and they want to know, how do we think? You know, what do we think right now as the hostages are about to be released? And so far, my response is, I'll believe it when I see it. You know, if we read Exodus and the Midrashim, the ancient legends about it, it didn't split right away. It took some doing. There are various different stories about how it took place, but it took time. And then even then, it was not a straight route to the promised land. God willing, the hostages will be home to their families and friends within hours. And as amazing, as wonderful as that will be when it happens, we still have a long road to go, just like our ancestors traveled a circuitous route to reach the promised land. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice, as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Line again. Ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha. Spread over us your sukkah of peace. hope. I know already in Hostage Square they've been rejoicing. So, Yismachu, rejoice. Yismachu, v'malachutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. V'malachutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shevi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbe'u, Ve'yitagu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Ratzitabo v'kidashto Shabbat, Chemdad Yakimoto, Yakimoto Parata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Zecher l'maseh v'reshit Shabbat. Zecher l'maseh v'reshit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, olei Shabbat. That's a good one. We'll keep it. A couple years ago, I leaned into the concept of ushpizin. Ushpizin, if you haven't seen the movie, see the movie. It's wacky, fun. But ushpizin is, they actually don't really know what the word means. Likely comes from Aramaic, and it has something to do with guests. It's this concept that we're supposed to invite honored, historic kind of guests into our sukkah. So people will make images of the matriarchs and patriarchs to bring into the sukkah. I think it's kind of cool to do it somewhat like an ofrenda, you know? So if you have your own familial matriarchs and patriarchs who you want to honor some way and hang their image in the sukkah, that's kind of cool. So when we started doing this, or when we did this a couple years ago, I thought, well, Rabbi Greenberg needs to be in the sukkah. So that's one I made for Rabbi Greenberg to join us in our sukkah. I hope he would look at this sukkah and say, yeah, that's a sukkah. There's so much that he helped create here locally in the valley that I'm honored to be a part of that legacy. And from Rabbi Greenberg to Rabbi Heschel, who said, prayer invites God to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. We rise for the tefillah. Yagi Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, v'zocher hasei avot v'imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, l'ma'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'mashiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Morid hata. Next week we change. Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech mimit umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom ya'alu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. We take a few moments for our own silent thoughts, prayers, and meditations. You can continue seated or standing as you prefer. It's time for our Misha Berach blessing for strength and healing for all those who can use it, all y'all on Zoom are welcome to type in names if there are people you want mentioned. And here, if there are people you want to lift up their names, we invite you to say those names out as well.
Eric Marcellini, Marlon.
Joseph Struzero.
For them, for everyone who could use blessings of strength and help. I'm hopeful. I'm very cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously hopeful. I'll be really glad when we're able to say they're all home. Achenu kol beit Yisrael, achiotenu kol beit Yisrael. Our brothers and sisters, our family and friends, the whole house of Israel, all those in distress and captivity, wanderers over sea and land, may God have mercy on them and bring them safely from distress to comfort, from darkness to light, from slavery to redemption, from captivity to freedom. May all be free swiftly and soon. And we say, Amen. So in my head, I'm working through, all right, so God willing, when the hostages are home, perhaps we put that prayer on the shelf for the time being. I'm not sure what to do with this. I don't know how commonly this is used in normal liturgy in Israel, for example. I don't know that it was part of normal daily or weekly services, so I may have to do a little checking and figuring out, because and I'm also gonna look for some additional possibilities. Some of the words I have in the English, much of the words are based on the direct translation of the Hebrew original. I've done a little modification, as I've talked about, and I've emphasized certain things. So as I read now, in a moment, you'll hear where I continue to emphasize, and I have no doubt that no matter what happens, with the hostages, certain things that I've been emphasizing in here, we still need to emphasize. I think you'll hear it in my voice. Avinu Shabbat O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors before us bless all those who strive to protect the land of Israel and who live therein, from the north to the south, east to west. May God confound those bent on destruction and bring strength to the builders of peace. May all of our protectors return home safely, and may we soon reach the day that brings lasting peace for all Israel and all the world. And we say, Amen. One of the things that is important in Jewish prayer that may be distinct from some other traditions is that we are not necessarily meant to think one thing during prayer. We have full license to let our minds and our hearts go where they need to go. So just one little tidbit I will say, when I think about, and again, I don't have the original off the top of my head, I purposefully did some modification. May all of our protectors return home safely. I'm not only thinking of the people who are there in Israel protecting the people of Israel and its surroundings, but I'm thinking of some special people here in our midst. I don't want to name names, only out of their, I know they prefer to do what they do without needing their names, but our security committee, since October 7, 2023, has stepped up so immensely. So when I'm praying for the safety of our protectors, yeah, I'm thinking about Israel, but I'm also thinking about some very special people who have gone way above and beyond. And as I've said to them and I've said to others, in the 30 years that I've worked as a rabbi, even as challenging as these times are, I've never felt safer than with the protection of our community, and especially those who have some special training to assure that. We read it already, okay. I wasn't planning additional Divrei Torah, and I've been talking way plenty. So we turn to Aleinu, which is really about looking toward a time when everything will be harmonious, everything will be at peace. We hope to get Shabbat is supposed to be a taste of it. The concept is that when Messiah comes, Shabbat won't end. But I think there may also be a taste of it, hopefully, when the hostages are returned, the kind of rejoicing there. May that be a taste of a peaceful world to come. And for Aleinu, we rise. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liyotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'atama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We take time to remember those people who've died at this time in years past, those who have died more recently, as well as all those we think about as we prepare to recite the Mourner's Kaddish. At home, if you all want to add some names, you're welcome to add names. Someone write Kaddish in before typing them in. I think we should distinguish between healing names and memorial names. And here in the room, if you want, in our sukkah, if you want to add names, we encourage you to do so. I have one to add as well. This week we mark the yahrzeits of David Bergman, Henry Higdon, Hyman Lewis Horwitz, Teddy Greenberg, Leora Jarman, Augustina Krupnik, Preston Lewick, Carrie Myers, Elbert Miles, Opal Powers, Edward Rich, Bradford Rubenstein, Samuel Samuels, Ron Shane, Jack Sosin, Sylvia Weinstein, Isidore Wilson, Louis Ziegler, and we mark the recent death of Bernice Stone. Are there other names that people would like mentioned for Kaddish? For them, for all those we keep in our hearts, as well as those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach leolam umei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'elam minko birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, l'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, uyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May all of their memories be for beautiful blessings. Amen. You may be seated. Tomorrow morning, this is from a few years ago, Torah study in our sukkah. It will be on Zoom as well, but we'll be here for Torah study. And we're not in practice, so we're not decked out with all the goodies that we used to have for Torah study. So if you're coming to Torah study, bring your own caffeine or munchies. You know, I don't know how many people are going to show up in person. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. At 3 o'clock tomorrow, this is really more focused for the kids, but we'll have a sing-along with Dan Nichols. I felt bad because I had got scheduled him to come in the evening, and we were doing that kind of in the midst of camp, and I realized, oh, we got a whole bunch of camp kids who love singing with Dan, but they can't come to the Saturday evening event. That is an adults-only event. So 3 o'clock, we'll have sing-along with Dan, and then 6 o'clock is the start time for the port and chocolate, port wine. I have to be careful, because some years back I said port and chocolate, and they said, Rabbi, did you say pork? No, port, wine, and chocolate. That's a whole nother event, if you know, that will not take place in this building. I know plenty of Jews who love that. It's you can, as my grandfather would say, geh gesund. You should go and be well. Do that somewhere else. That's not what we do here. No judgy, but yes, port, wine, and chocolate, desserts. I'm going to brew up some extremely sweet hot chocolate or thick, rich, whatever. Probably not good if you're diabetic. But we'll have coffee and tea and other things. And we'll hang out with Dan and sing. And if you haven't had an opportunity to do that, oh my God, it's really an amazing, wonderful thing to do. So we highly encourage that. Okay, well, let's sing one more, and then we'll grab a challah, bring it out here. I'm not sure what else on the table, there we have everything's inside. We have coffee, tea, water in there. There is oneg stuff there. We're good. Oh yes, okay. We have oneg stuff. And if someone really wants to, we have a ton of leftover cinnamon rolls from Wednesday night. They're in the fridge. They're cold. I don't know. But I'm sure there's good stuff. We're good. We're set. Okay. Oseh Shalom Bimra. This dove posed for me right in front of the Western Wall some years ago and said, "Please take my picture." It was very clear that's what it was doing, and so I had to, and it just goes beautifully with a prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom Bimra. Yaseh Shalom Aleichem. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Let's bless. I'm gonna. We're good. All right. Grab a hold. Come and grab a hold. If you're not grabbing a hold, grab a hold. If someone was grabbing a hold, get yourselves connected on down the line. Don't pull until we get to Amen. And if you get a big piece, pass it around and share. And this is a reminder, until Pesach, I think I screwed up the timing last year, until Pesach, with the blessing of, it's going to switch to Mashiv Aruach Umorida Gashem. Don't worry about that part. Services now start at 6:30. So we're 6:30 through Pesach. Make sense? Make sense? Okay.
Except for next Friday, because we have dinner at 6. I think next Friday is at 7, so we can have our dinner and then the service.
Check the email.
Check the email for next.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Are you going to get your Holland?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some for us. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Thank you so much, Lois. You want to do yourself?
Okay, small.
All right, I'm sorry. Get those kindergarten fingers all up in there. Don't worry.
Why not? Anything else is hurting, you know? I'm glad you're awake now.
So get dessert and bring it out here. It's a mitzvah to eat it out here. Oh, okay, let me hang on. Turn off you.